Hey folks, it's Guy here, how you doing? Welcome back to City Skylines. We have got our very, very large pool of poop over here. And we've put a whole load of natural disasters with the sinkholes. We put a load of sinkholes in the middle. And it sort of helped us a little bit, but I don't think it's going to hold out for very long. So what I was actually thinking of doing is increasing the size of the whole area of the poop pool all the way down here and back up again. Right? We're going to have a massive, great big lagoon of poop. Because I don't want to let anything go into the river. Now, people have been saying that, you know, if I just use that one right there, the water treatment plant, it still only takes out 85% of the pollution in the sewage. It's still polluted a bit, and I noticed when we were playing our last game that it still went down to the river and it still formed a brown band in the lake down the bottom. I want to do this without any pollution whatsoever getting into the river. That's the thing that I'd like to try and do, and that I think is going to be the difficult thing to do. But we're going to give it a go. Now, it seems to have gone a little bit murky and dusty at the moment. I think there's something to do with volcanic dust, something like that. Milestones right here. Busy town, 5,500. We get city planning policies, level 4 buildings, oil industry, tourism, free public transport policies. We get some new roads that we can use. All the ones with grass. We don't get any new area. We get that's 7,500. We're going to get up to 7,500 people to be able to get some more land. I want the more land down here so that I can build my massive, great big poop pool. That's going to be the difficult bit. I mean, we can start building it. We've got 60 grand at the moment, so we can at least make a start on it. But before we do anything else, let's go up here to the zoning, and we're going to put. Let's go with that. And we're going to put houses up here, and then we will start building another layer. Now, we will eventually remove some of these houses and change them over to the high-density houses once we get the city up big enough to have high density. So if I bring that around like that there for this piece of the circle, and we'll let all of those houses start to fill up. Gonna work good. I think this is gonna work out well. We're gonna have to start looking at our public services as well and make sure that we've got enough in the way of public services to fill all of this. Water. Okay, I have completely encompassed all of this with water at the moment. I'm gonna just add in a bit more water up that way and add in a bit more water up that way like that. And then I can go from here straight the way across. Add in a bit more there, like that, so that we've got another complete loop all the way across. Water is absolutely fine, as is sewage at the moment, and so power is okay. Power, we may actually need some more soon, and yeah, sooner rather than later, we may need some. Now, the one thing I did want to look at was going into here. I cannot move this one because it's got garbage in it. So we do need to keep that in mind. 55% full. I wanted to see if hitting it with a meteor was going to empty it out for us. That was something that I wanted to try out. But before I do that, I want to go to here. I want to go to the 4-lane roads right here. We're going to go to the 4-lane with the bus lane. And I'm going to start... Actually, I'm going to start this one over here. It's going to be easier if I can see what I'm doing a bit better on there. Right, so that one there is going to come out. We're going to go with you there like that. And that to come out at 90 degrees. And then that can come over here and join on there. So this is going to be the outside loop. Actually, I think I could probably do another loop on this one, but I wanted to do it with some 4-lane road. Let's have a look in here. There's 4 there. It's 4 loops. And I bring that one around there, and I join that one in like that. Okay. Now, where do we go from here? I can extend that one out a little bit, and we just do it like that. The other ones are probably alright at the moment. I'll tell you what, I will bring that one out, and we'll put it out to there, even though I'm not using it at the moment. And this one here doesn't need any changes at all, so we'll do one more, I think. We can do one more out of here. 90 degrees on there. Bring that one up. That is going to be the limit then. We're not going to be able to go any further than that. But what that one more I don't think is going to be in the way. And it's going to mean that we're going to have a decent size thing here as well. Right, I'll drop that back down by one spot. Right, that cemetery we are going to need to move. But I don't think we can. I think cemeteries cannot be moved because they've got dead people in them. That's inconvenient for us that they've got dead people in them. Okay. What are we going to do about that? I know what we can do. We can go to here. We can take that bus stand one, and we can go from here. And I'll go 90 degrees like that. And then that one, that's where it would finish up. The problem is, if I bring it like that, the road doesn't curve as much as it would have curved otherwise. Like, the curve is actually less. And if I go to there, it sort of pushes the middle of it out more. So that one is rather inconvenient being placed there. We could bring it up there a little bit. I think we'll try that, like that. And then this one here is going to go... yeah, I will. I'll do it like that. I'll bring that one up there, like that. And then it's going to come around... it's going to join in there. It's going to join across like that. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect, but I think that does fit. And then when that's going to the outside round of the circle anyway, we don't need to worry about it going out any further than that. So we've got plenty of space now on our circle to really expand outwards. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small dirt road. Oh, hang on, no, the thing with the dirt road though, that one there. Supports low traffic, speed 30. That is the only issue with the dirt road. Whereas this one here, speed 40. This one here is speed 40. So it is faster to upgrade the road slightly. So if we go with that road there, and then I upgrade, I will upgrade this one here. I like having the dirt road just because I think it's pretty cool having a dirt road, but better if it's a little bit faster. Look, see, they're already speeding up. So if I speed that one up there, that one I've already sped up. The 4-lane road is speed 50. And then the large 6-lane road over here is speed 60. So it's actually faster to have the 6-lane road rather than the 4-lane. So if I go with the 6-lane road for buses, I'll put that all the way through here. And we will upgrade this as 6-lane with the bus route on it. And that's going to go... all the way up there, so it's nice and fast. That's what I'm after, is I'm after the speed of the road. I'll do that all the way up there. And that one up to there. And then out this way as well. Just nice and speedy. Let's just go down and check on our lake down here. That's actually doing okay at the moment. And yet those are starting to head underwater a little bit, but at the moment, that's doing alright. We don't need to worry about it for a minute. Where are we? That's all done there. I need to go down this way and upgrade this one here. Bring that all the way down through there. And I'm going to actually upgrade this all the way into the middle of town in here. This is now going to be upgraded to 6-lane road with the bus lanes. Right the way through there for the added speed. Goes quite a bit faster with this road. And I like the fact that it is so much quicker, which I'm hoping is going to improve things up here as well. And I don't want to be upgrading those. So we go back up this way, and that's going to be 6-lane now. I'm not going to worry about those other ones, but we will do that as 6-lane down to that point there. So it should now allow faster traffic getting around the city, which I think is a bonus. This bit down here doesn't really matter because that is going to be a big poop lake soon. So I don't need loads of traffic being able to come that way. Traffic going this way is more important. It is better if we got more traffic coming up this way. We will see about adding in some extra bits and pieces on there in a minute, but we're not going to worry about it right now. And now I want to go to here. So that one is still 40 even though it's one way. That's 2-way, and that is 40 as well. So I'm going to bring a road off of the end of here. That one's going to go out that way, and it's going to go 180. It's actually going to go a steeper curve than 180. It's going to come down to there, and it's going to join into the end there like that. So we've got a straight one up through there. Then I'm going to go into the garbage, into the garbage. And we're going to take this garbage, and that one's going to go right here on that straight piece there somewhere. We're going to drop that one right there like that. Now, my big question is if I dump a meteorite into this, how badly is it going to damage this over here? That's kind of what I'm wanting to find out. So before we do that, let's go back into landscaping, and we'll run through, and we'll go for the meteorite strike. But we're going to drop the meteorite strike over here out of the way of the rest of the city, so we can see what it does in a little while. Now, I've only got 38,000 at the moment, but that's because I've just built a whole load of roads and stuff, so we just need to wait for a few things to upgrade and slowly improve. And while I was doing that, no, I don't want more roads. I wanted healthcare over here. I've got large... Oh, I see. Right, medical helicopter depot. I don't want that one. Disaster there. Right, small emergency shelter. This one over here. It just has small buildings and miscellaneous. And I can take them all off. Right, so it's under the emergency services for the fire. We got a tsunami warning buoy. Oh, cool. That is a short radio mast. Allows emergency broadcast to reach its citizens. And we've got a small emergency shelter down there. Destruction. Disaster response unit. What is this? Oh, that's just that bit there. Right, so we haven't built these at all yet. We've got the disaster response unit there. And then we've got a small emergency shelter. So we ought to put one of these in. We haven't built one of these yet. How much is this? That is 15,000. So it's quite a big building. But apparently this is something that I think that... Well, I believe we ought to have something like this in here somewhere. We put that one up there. It's going to be more out of the way if I dump it up here. I'm going to put that one up on that side up there.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Okay. Rid of that one. Right. I sent it to come in here. You have a disaster response unit. Where is this meteor? So we'll be able to judge from this one. There we go. It's coming in. Meteor is falling, and boom. So the last meteor we had, we stuck it in the middle of the poop pool.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
Have you noticed there's an abandoned building? I have noticed, and I don't particularly care. Right, so that is the crater that is left behind. And we've got a bit of forest fire going on out here. I'm not sure what we should do about the forest fire. So that's quite a big crater, really. And this one here is quite close, so it's going to end up destroying all of this. So we don't really want to do that. I will do it to that one up there. I will definitely do it to that one up there. Okay, that one needs power and water. So let me go to... Oh, I see. I don't have water all the way out. If I bring water up there and down there like that, I'll also put water... Oh, yeah, I can't put water like that, but I can put it like that there. And then I can add a couple of water lines down through here. There and up to there like that. Right, so we've got the water in there. All I need now is power, which I'm not actually going to do. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go for some low-density commercial, which I'm going to do as that next loop is going to be our low-density commercial line. So I'll do it like that, and then I will do housing here. And then I will do housing up here. And that should allow those two to fill out a little bit and get power connected up to the disaster response unit. Right. The fire is still burning over here. I'm hoping that that fire eventually goes out. Now, could I use some of these to, like, form an additional wall around the edge? That could actually be pretty cool if we could do something like that. I don't think it's going to work very well, though. We won't do that. I will go back to here, and we'll take a look. So we've got that. It's this, yeah, see the way it's like bumped it up and moved it round? We don't care about that. We don't care. What I do care about is lifting this land. Ooh, busy town. There we go, 5,500. So we've got some more policies. We still need to be increasing the number of people in here. It's slowly increasing. They are slowly doing it, and we're also expanding out this way. So we should get some more housing expanding out that way in a minute, which is going to complete what I wanted to do up there. At the moment, traffic is not bad. We're all right for traffic. So we're going to go back here, and we're going to carry on with some of the things that we were doing around here. I can remove some of this soil. It's not actually costing me very much to remove some of this soil. Except that I did that wrong, and I was actually placing more soil down. Which is not really what I intended to do. I need to be gathering soil here. It's not costing me very much to gather soil. I think it sort of changes a bit as you dig things out. But kind of the idea now is that I just want to pull some of this away from this zone here. There's 15,000 I've spent on that. But I'm able to spread around here a little bit. It seems that, like, if you dig in a deep hole, it's more expensive. I've just spent 10 grand on that. It was very expensive. And right, so I've got, now this is the bit, is I need to get the right heights on this. I'm going to bring it out at roughly the height that I've got all of the wall in there, which is, well, it's about that height there. It's on that one there. So I know it's coming out here. So I'm going to bring that out there. There we go. As long as I can get it to that level there, or I could bring it over here. That was a bit of a waste there, putting that bit in, so I can just undo that there. We got 50 grand. I'll bring this down here and start just gently sculpting this down. There we go. As long as I get that line, that's the line that I want to bring all the way through. So I'll bring that one down there. And it's coming along the top there, along the top of that ridge. And I build a wall along the top of that. So I'll bring that all the way up there. I've got quite a lot to raise up here. This is where it's going to start costing me money. And also, I don't want to be going too close to the river because it could soak through the land. And that's what's going to cause me some problems. So I can bring that down here. And there, I can join that bit up. And get to about there. There we go. Right, so far so good. We've got it brought out this far. Of course, the next issue is that I don't have the piece of land down here that I need in order to complete this. So let's not spend any more of our money on landscaping just yet. And let's hope that this is going to hold until we get the population up as high as we need. Still got power issues over there, but the population is starting to expand up this way. And I'm going to need some commercial zoning soon. I've got industrial land. We've got enough of that. We're going to have to start looking around to see what items and stuff that we're going to need now. We're going to have to go back through and just check. Right, consumption is 150. Sewage and water is okay. Garbage is absolutely fine. We got no issues whatsoever with garbage up there. And looking up through here, garbage collection is good on the circle. Garbage collection is good on the rest of it. So we got no issues with garbage whatsoever. Healthcare is absolutely fine. We got no sick citizens whatsoever. I've got 3 medical clinics. Death care, again, is fine. I got a cemetery right there in the middle. And I've got 3 buried people. That's it. Okay, so we're fine with those. And then we've got here emergency shelter. I've got that one up there, which we're working on. I've got a tsunami warning buoy there. This one is a weather radar. It's a watch on weather patterns to predict strong thunderstorms and tornadoes. Do these disasters actually start to happen randomly while we're playing, or do they only happen when I manually trigger them? It's something I'm curious about. We don't have any small emergency shelters yet, but I don't want to spend any money on them. I do want to have a look, though. Oh, we've got the bigger fire station, and that is the fire helicopter depot. Again, it'd probably be quite handy. We go for the firehouse. Just the plain firehouse here, and I've got a bit we are a bit limited on the firehouses. There we are actually a little bit limited, and I'm thinking that we need to do some, take steps to change this. So I'm going to put one there. It's going to cost me 12 grand, but it's going to improve that, and it may improve some. I don't know if it's going to improve this lot very much. I think it might actually have improved that lot a little bit as well. And then I've only got one over here, so I need to do something to improve that. Now, the inner circles are all one way. They're all flowing from this way round this way. So I've got to sort of watch that. I've got to be aware that they are all one way. So if I've got that one there, really he can go out that way, but he's not doing so much over here. I would say putting one up there might be a good spot to put one. That's going to help more than anything else, I reckon. So we're going to put this one in up here, and that's going to go right in the middle there. So there's our second fire station. It's going to help most things. The only one that's not helping is this one here. We've got a bit of an issue down here with fire. I mean, I'd like a bigger fire station, to be honest. I really would. But I think if I put one there, that should cover most of it, because then I've got another loop round. Now, I know that I'm putting too many of them out. I am aware I am putting too many out. I'm willing to do that. I'm quite happy with that. Police over here. We got detained criminals, 36, jails capacity 80. I don't have much of a problem with police at all, but I am going to add in just one more police station. I'm going to put that one in over here as well. And now I've got... What is that? Space already occupied. I don't even know what that is. Go to there. What are you? Oh, it's the firehouse. So what? I thought I put the firehouse on that side. No, I didn't. Okay, so if we've got the police station here, I'm going to put the police station right up against there. And then that has then sort of got this half taken care of. We've only got a little bit now that we're not really looking at very strongly with the police, but I think it's going to be okay. So then we can move on to education. We have 458 eligible, 600 capacity. We've got a primary school over here, and I've got another primary school over there. I'm going to put a primary school up here on the outer loops, except I don't have enough money. I will be putting one here on the outer loops very soon as I do have the cash. You know what? We can speed things along a bit. It's running quite slow, so let's speed things up a little bit. We've got extra people moving in. We've got those moving in. That's now got power up there. I got 7,000 monies. I think it's monies. Yeah, we'll just go for monies. Monies is easier. And we also need a high school. We don't have a high school. Oh, yes we do. We've got capacity 1,000. Where is my high school? Oh, I've set my high school down there. That is my high school. No, it's not. Yes, it is. That's my high school. There is my high school. So, I want to go over this way with the elementary school, which I can now afford, by the way. We've got 18,000. And I'm going to put that elementary school in... Where's the other elementary school? I should have... elementary. Right, I got one over there on the inner circle. So, yeah. Putting one out this way somewhere. That's going to be a good spot for it right there, I think. That's going to allow plenty of people access. We've now got a capacity of 900. We can do with another one of these. This one is 24,000. We can't afford it yet. When we can afford it, we're going to put that one up there. This one here is going to go up here somewhere. Actually, if I can afford to, if I've got enough room for it, I'm going to drop it right up there like that. Well, actually, I'll move it over a bit. We'll put it there. I know it's going to be noisy next to that one, but I think that's going to be alright. I don't think that's going to be a major complaint with anyone. And there we go. We've got 24,000. So if I drop that one in there, then we've got plenty of high schoolery. Now, I don't have any buses at all. We've got a bus depot. We've got a bus station. Right, the bus station is hub for bus traffic and acts as designated place where a bus or coach starts or ends its scheduled route. Bus depot automatically sends out buses for your bus lines. Build lines with bus stop tool. Right. New building. Tsunami warning buoy. Right. Yeah, I don't want that one. I've also got these over here. I've got the ferry depot. Ferry stops. I've already got taxis in here, but I don't have... Oh, trams. I haven't put any... We've got a tram depot. I could start putting some trams around. See, the problem is, it takes ages to set up the public transport, and I don't really want to. It's kind of a dull job. So I'm not in any particular tearing hurry to go and do it. Now, we could do some extra zoning for commercial. So I'm going to do 1/4 circle for commercial. Around here like this. There we go. Ooh, a little bit there. And then I'm going to do another 1/4 circle for housing, because we're now starting to weather radar. Yeah, we could do with building a weather radar soon. Housing is actually being filled up quite quickly, so we want to think about having some more of that. It'd probably be quicker if I used the circle fill type tool, wouldn't it? Never mind. Okay, we've done that. Housing has all been filled up. Actually, that housing filled remarkably quickly, so let us go to this one. And let us fill in another line all the way around here. And I'm going to do half a circle of commercial zoning. And then the other half of the circle on this level is going to be residential again. So if I do commercial zoning there, and then I can do residential down here, like this. There we go. And then this is all going to be residential down through here, like this. Remember to have a look at New Learn Build It Road Maintenance Depot. Right, that is one that I need to do. I've got some commercial zoning on this circle here. The rest of it's going to be housing. There we go. Bring that all the way down through there. And, right, the road maintenance one, we'll look at that in a minute. This here is going to be commercial zoning there as well. We'll leave the rest of that circle for a minute. So where's that road maintenance thing? Emergency services, fire helicopter, fire station. We've got a big fire station there. Fire helicopter depot. Well, where's the road maintenance? Garbage? Nope. Let's slow that down a minute, because I need to find this road maintenance thing. Is that under parks and plazas? I don't think so. No, plazas. Remember to have a look at new building. Hospital! Yes, I know. It's under big buildings over here. That one there is the medical helicopter depot. And then we've got the actual hospital as well, which we may want. I've got medical clinics. And we've got... What else have we got? It's not under garbage. It's not under here either, I don't think. Is it under this one? What is that? Police headquarters. Prison. Ooh, okay, we've got a prison. It's not going to be under education, is it? Transport, water, sewage and heating, electricity. Is it under... Oh, here, roads. Right, there we go. Road maintenance depot. Road maintenance houses maintenance vehicles. They travel around the city to boost roads, allowing travel at higher than normal speed. Ooh, higher than normal speeds. Okay, that's good. Higher than normal speeds is very, very good. I like this. I like this idea a lot. Okay, we'll bring that one up there. And space already occupied. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like it in there at all. It does like it there. That bit there is just fine. So, how far does it go? Okay, it's 40 grand for that one. So, we can't build too many of them, but that does seem to be working out all right. Road maintenance coverage condition. Normal and boost. I see, look at this. Coverage here. Right, so we've got a coverage map up here, and that shows us all the way out here where we've got various maintenance. And then we've got the condition, and this is where the vehicles are moving out, and they're actually reconditioning the roads. I like this a lot. I do. This is something that pleases me. I really do. It's especially pleasing to see them working away. Look at that. Look at them scurrying away industriously. Let's speed time up a minute. And yeah, I know I've got an abandoned building. I don't really care. I want to see that this road maintenance crew, look at them go! This is fantastic. They're doing really well. They're very efficient at this job, aren't they? So they're coming up through there. They're coming back that way. They're getting some of these one-way streets as well. They've actually got most of the streets in the city now. We've got, well, they got most of the circle taken care of. They're busy getting the rest of the circle taken care of. And they've also made it all the way out here, and they've dealt with most of this as well. That is seriously impressive stuff. It really is. Right, let's slow down again, because I'm not sure what the water is doing in there. And I don't want to accidentally let it overspill the top, which is actually very close to doing. We are very, very close to spilling over the top and flooding the entire city, which is it's not very good, really. It's not going to flood the entire city, but it will flood this area. I don't really want that flooded just yet. I want another 1,000 people in my city before anything else happens. What have we got here? Okay, let's have a look at adding in some parks and plazas. I will put a park in here. Actually, I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to drop it right in there like that. So those people are going to be ever so happy, ever so cheerful. They're going to love it. They're just going to love it. Darling, they're just going to love it. And you're going to go into there, and then I'm going to put one on the outside round up there. And then we're going to go through this way. And what is this? The tropical garden. I'm going to put a tropical garden in over here somewhere. Put one there. That's going to be a tropical garden right there. So we've now got a whole load of areas that people can go and visit, and that they can be very, very pleased and happy. We've got a dog park there. I'm going to put the dog park. It's actually very small. That dog park is very, very tiny. So, as we've got such a tiny little dog park here, if I put that one there, in theory... Oh, no. Roads go that way. I just put the dog park over here. If I put the dog park in up here, like that, right on that corner, there's a whole load of people that can access that. Okay, now people are very pleased. They can get to the dog park. Right, that's probably enough of those sorts of things for a minute. And we've got a whole load of extra bits over here. This one is filling up rapidly, and I'm going to have some problems here very soon. We are going to have some serious, serious issues here very soon. That is literally on the verge of spilling out over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this. I've got a load of green out already. I'm going to get more green, and I'm going to fill out all of these 2 circles here now. We're going to fill in the rest of these so that hopefully we get up to our next bit, and then I can build my next area. I'm also going to take a substantial loan to build my poop pool. This is the challenge I've set myself. I realize that it's probably not a very realistic challenge, but I like this challenge nonetheless. It's fun. So I've increased... those are on 12% at the moment. Taxes... We'll leave that on 12%. Those are on debt. Loan. Here we go. 3 loans. What is this? Our vacation was extended because someone watered the plants. Unimportant. Loans can be repaid instantly at no extra cost. Pyramid Capital. Reach a population of 20,000. I can take $66,000 right now and then repay it over 162 weeks. Oh, I've already taken that one out. So I can't repay it at the moment. I've got 50,000. I can take another 20,000. That is all. That is the only amount. The weekly cost on that one's 253. That's quite a low weekly cost, to be honest. A payment left is 37,000. Oh, that's how I can pay it now. Right, I can repay that one there, 37, and then I can go all the way up to 66 grand. Can't get the next one until I've got 20,000 people, which is a bit of a shame. But 66 grand is 66 grand. It's not to be sniffed at. And it could make the difference between life and death for a lot of people in my city. So we need to go back to the terraforming bit now. And this is the bit that I'm concerned about. Because look how close that is. That is literally about to start spilling out over the edges. So I need to start just working on this over here. I've got very much soil available. And I want to start just bringing this up over this way. I've run out of soil already. Okay, go into here and start taking soil. I'm just going to start extracting it from the middle here, which I think is going to help us. I can drag a load out there and all the way around here. And this is costing me thousands. I am aware that this is costing me many, many thousands to do this, but ultimately I still think it's going to be worth it. I do think that it is going to be worth it. We're down to 40 grand. Just watch the money. Right, I can bring that down. I don't want to lower that down yet, but I got lots of soil now. Lots and lots of soil. And the water is now spilling out over. There it goes. We've got spillage. We've got major spillage occurring. Go back up here and start just raising that. I want to bring that right up to this level up here. There we go. It's got to go out to there. And then I can bring this along this way like this. And I'm hoping that I've got the money to bring this right. That can come down there. All the way down there. So I'm starting to bring this one up. Starting to shape that upwards. And it's getting high enough. It's literally the money is going to be the thing that's going to stop me from doing this very much more. Because we're down to just 20,000. And this is a rather expensive process. Okay, so we've at least lifted that a bit. Our next big problem is at this side down here. So I want to bring it down here to that point there. I don't want to go any more than that. That line there is where it's going to start getting expensive. Because I've got to lift that a very long way in order to keep it all safe. 7,000. 5. Right, it's as long as I can keep this coming out this way down here, we may still be able to rescue this. Right, I've expended all of my money. That's now starting to run out that way, but fortunately, it's going out the right way. It's running out here, and so it's not going to affect the city over this side. They're going to remain dry. Because of our earthworks, because of the money we've just spent on that, they're going to remain dry. The big problem I've also got is I got another bit spilling out over here, and I'm not sure where that is going to go, because I've already changed some of this up here. So we're going to go into our disasters, and we are going to demand that a sinkhole occurs. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. This is going to probably get a bit noisy. And I know I said I didn't really want to do loads of sinkholes, but right now I'm willing to. I'm willing to do this. Okay, we've got sinkholes coming in. And I've got a bit of water here that we're going to have to be very, very careful about. We're going to have to watch that. And then I've got this other bit of water that's spilling over this side here. I'm hoping that the sinkholes, when they occur, is going to lower the level enough so that we can get our 7,500 people. Which means that then I can unlock this area and I can continue building that wall all the way down here and make it safe. Right, we're going to come down to there. I got a railway there. There's the railway, so we do have a railway. I'm going to bring the wall to this side of the railway, down there, and then back up again. And then put a wall along the top of it all the way around here. And then I can delete that wall there. The wall in the middle. And it's already spilling over. We can see it spilling over in two places. This one over here is getting quite severe. This one up here is not too bad at the moment, and I'm hoping it's not going to get any more severe than it is right now. So it's literally just going to sit and puddle in that one spot. It's not going to go any further. But we're going to have to keep that in mind. I'm going to have to delete that later. We'll break that down, and then build this up again a bit higher. Well, either that, or actually I'm just going to bring the wall up round this way. That's what we're going to need to do. I could do that right now, actually. I've now got the money for it. So let's go into here. We're about to get the whole warning thing coming through, I think. I'm going to bring you from there. Right, so I could actually bring the wall from here.
Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at any minute. Residents should take precautionary measures. Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at any minute. Residents should take precautionary measures. Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at any minute. Residents should take precautionary measures.
That's what we were waiting for. I'm going to remove this wall here. There we go. Oop.
A sinkhole has occurred somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information. A sinkhole has occurred somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information. A sinkhole has occurred somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information.
There we go. Okay, I did that, and I deleted the old wall, so it's kind of slopped forward, which means that it has just slopped over the wall a little bit. But that was the wave that formed when I deleted it. So it's higher over here. But all of those sinkholes, I'm hoping... I mean, yeah, we've had a whole load slop down over here. But it's only gone this far. And it's going into the crater here that we had when that meteorite struck. All of those sinkholes has actually had a bit of a negative effect in that it's caused waves to sort of spread across this entire thing. But it's not too bad. Overall, it's not too bad. Right, we haven't had lots of water slop out over the edges. There's a little bit there. And there's a little bit up here, but it's not gone very far, and it's now sort of calming down. And it's also meant that it's... the water should hold just long enough for us to reach our last remaining 250 people. There's only about 250 that we've got to go in order to get all the way up. And then we can unlock the last section. I'm up to 30 grand so far. And then I can finish building this all the way down through. And if you look here, we go back to this one. I want to bring it at that height all the way down. And it shouldn't be... I mean, yes, it is going to cost us. It is going to cost us a fair bit of money to do it, but I still think it's doable. I still think that this is very, very doable, a thing that we could fairly easily accomplish. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to start gathering some soil up through here. I'm going to take a... This gathering of the soil doesn't actually cost very much. So we'll start bringing that up through there like that. And lowering this in here. There, and all this is doing is giving us somewhere extra to put all of this soil. It's cost me about 10 grand to do that. The water is still slopping backwards and forwards here. That bit up there isn't very good. Overall, though, it's not too bad. And look at all of these sinkholes we've got in here. If I start to do this, how much is that costing me? It's not actually costing me very much. I think you know, the sinkholes are great and all, but they don't seem to work all that well. So, the landscaping costs are still quite considerable. So we've got that bit up there. It was that wall. I've built that edge of the wall all the way down as far as I need to go. That one there needed to come up round. Kind of needed to go on that bit. I'm still a bit low. Where I've come through, I'm still a little bit low on there. But the water is kind of settled a bit now. It has settled down a little bit. Let's keep digging some stuff out. I really want to dig that out. So I want to dig this out down here. And then I can move this hill back up through here like this. And I keep doing this until I've filled up all of my soil. I've got all of this like soil availability. If I can keep filling that up, it's going to mean that I've got lots then that I can place. I've run out of money now. Okay, we'll stop. We'll stop for a minute. We've got water is now flowing out and coming down there. We haven't really helped the situation very much. It is still flowing out, and the water in here is still slopping around a little bit, but overall it's not too bad. I think a lot of the slopping around was caused by all those sudden new sinkholes, and this up here is just like drying out, and it should be alright. So really, maybe we want to go for a couple of extra meteorite strikes. I quite like the idea of putting a meteorite strike right in the middle of that hole down there that we've carefully dug out. That could be quite cool. 7.5, we're about to reach 7.5 hours. We'll do that in our next episode. We will do a couple of meteorite strikes around here. We're also going to be able to buy this chunk of land down here. Our city itself is doing all right at the moment. It's coming along quite nicely. I haven't sort of started to put in... It's the public transport systems. They're going to take a very long time to set up. So I'm not actually in any particular hurry to get going with those, but I suppose I ought to at some point. We'll see. Oh, I've already filled all of that. Right, so we were literally just waiting on people to move in now. And then we're going to start looking at maybe some new jobs. And we will have to do, I think, a transport hub between the industrial district and the housing up there, just to make sure that that's all right. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And yes, I have just paused it because we're literally about to hit our milestone, and I don't want to do that just yet. I want to wait until we get to our next episode, and then we can start dealing with this Is it going to be possible for me to have a giant poop lake here permanently without any water whatsoever going into the river? I think we're going to end up having to, because if I look up here, I think we're going to end up having to take half of our available map being taken up with some kind of poop lake. Now, we do have a big lake up here. I could just block that off, although I think that's actually a water source rather than anything else. So if I was to block that off, it's just going to flood elsewhere. So again, I'm not quite sure about that. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.